Anyways, we've just got everyone excited. So there's probably going to be 10 minutes of people trying to explain random things to me in chat. Just a heads up, I'm probably not going to read any of it, guys. Do you know why? Because we're hopping into the next Tricks of What a Whore Does for Money. I cast your freaking awesome replays. This is, of course, a spellcaster challenge where players that send me in their replays trying to use as many spellcasters as possible. No match history and game privacy next time, please. Is this a tournament game? Oh my god. Well, it's 2 clanmates. I don't know if this is an in-house or why they're trying to hide the match, whatever. Don't know if... It's definitely a custom game. Down here in the bottom left, representing Validity Gaming, it's Snooze Mumrikin. Isn't snooze the fucking... The tobacco shit that you put on your gums? Right? That's snooze, right? Is that snooze? That stuff's actually... I actually like that stuff. Tried it one time. I was always like, that's so gross. And then I was pretty drunk and I tried it and I was like, yeah, okay, that shit's cool. That gives you a hit. I was like, woo! Someone who doesn't smoke at all, I'm like, woo! God damn. Up here in the top right, representing Validity Gaming, it is Simon. Snusmamriken is the Swedish name for a Moomin character. I love when people make explanations like that. What the fuck is a Moomin? Is it Moomin, Mummin, whatever the fuck? What's a Moomin? He's like, yeah, well, it's a name for a Moomin character. I'm like, what? Someone else in chat is like, oh yeah, it's a Moomin rider. And now people are talking about the Warcraft movie. It's that white thing. The best Horeo, a Moomin rider. Moomin. What are you guys talking about? Everyone's like, you know the Moomin. What are you... It's a Finnish children's book series? Oh, cool. It's common knowledge. I'm sure if you're from a Scandic country, yeah. Is it okay? Anyone from below Germany who knows who's heard of this Moomin? Anyone from Spain, Italy, anywhere in the Baltics? Anyone from there? Let me know. Below the Alps. Anyone from below the Alps have heard of this shit. Poland's above the Alps. Everyone in Poland and Germany. I've seen Polish people, German people knowing what this shit is. Nobody else. Kurt says it is known. You're a German. Do you guys understand geography below Germany? Not in Germany. Jesus Christ. Okay, we have a Croatian who's heard of Moomin. All right. Thank you, Tessie. Apparently it is a thing outside of the Scandic and kind of Northern European region. All right. A bunch of Italians and stuff saying they've never heard of it, though. Apparently, a South African Charlemagne in chat says we had it in Afrikaans. Holy shit, dude. For those who don't know, Afrikaans is like Dutch in a real language, had a child who they basically kept locked in the basement and don't want anyone to see because it's fucking embarrassing. But shout out to you guys. That's pretty cool. Thank you for the heads up. Also, just it's really late at night, isn't it, in South Africa right now? Isn't it like 4 in the morning? Shout out to my insomniac vampire friend. I didn't realize we had any South African vampires watching the stream. Thanks for chilling with us, mate. Apparently some Russians have heard of it as well. Awesome. Okay. Apparently it's a big thing. We're going to Google this at the end of the game. You guys have to, as this game wraps up, spam in chat Moomins or whatever the fuck this thing's called, and I will Google it on stream and we will learn. We'll have a quick 1 minute so the YouTube watchers as well can do it. Warning in advance, I may completely forget, cut off the video, and if the YouTubers people don't see it, then I'm sorry. It's because I'm hopeless and I have the memory span of a goldfish. Anyways, guys, we do see a very quick lair here for Simon, who does not have any spores and is at 28 drones with 11 lava. So the macro here from Simon can best be described as rather shit. 3 gas and no mineral mining, like what? And there's 0 units. There's 4 lings and 4 queens. What the fuck are we doing? And there's drones running down here. He's trying to do some crazy proxy tech, but he's got like no economy right now. Simon is getting super fancy and is about to go to Dicktown. Those drones need to get the fudge out of there. This queen, she's moving. She's not even fighting right now. Oh my god, you're already way down on workers. Every drone that dies here is an absolute disaster. The Oracle does go down, thankfully. Looks like the Adepts did go down as well. That could have been worse, but nonetheless, 7 workers in a bunch of mining time. And Simon's like, it's cool, I got 23 drones at 5 minutes, but I'm in a proxy and infestation pit, so it's okay. Oh god, Simon, I hope this wasn't your first run through of this build order. Because if this was like the 7th one, I feel like you got worse with the extra repetitions. You probably did it the first time. No offense, Simon, we love you. We featured you in ICYFAR before. Big name of the Wind fan. But right now, you do seem a little bit like the character Simon, who is a naive young Zerg who, unfortunately, is got no economy right now. And I'm so worried because this Protoss player knows how to click on drones. And I got to tell you, even when you have a lot of workers, dying to Oracle Adept Harass, very common. Oh, God. There's already a 3rd up, 44 probes. I mean, there's only 2 gateways. There's a lot of tech coming down. Oh, 2 Adepts come in as well. Welcome to Dicktown. Welcome to Dicktown. Welcome to Dicktown. Snooze Freakin is like, get fucked. Simon's like, I mean, right now is just bleeding out on the ground, screaming. This is unfortunate. If this Adept gets microed, it can kill even more drones. There's no defense over here, guys. Oh my God. Oh, thankfully for Simon, not microed, walks in range of the Queen and she kills it. 2 more Oracles coming in. One of them, though, heavily wounded. Oh, they just kill her. They just killed her. Oh, this hurts, man. Oh, this Zerg economy is so bad. Pathogen glands is on the way. I'll tell you what doesn't kill Protoss units, since each one is literally Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's fungal growth, guys. Like, yeah, Neuroparasite, you can steal Protoss units and make them kill other Protoss units, which is good. The problem is, the Protoss here is at 55 workers. So unless Snooze... Oh, Snooze is still building Oracles, though, actually. So the one hope is that Snooze basically just gets so aroused by the number of workers they're killing. Snooze just keeps making Oracles and diving them and floats like 3,000 minerals and just forgets to build 8 gateways and actually make fighting units. That is the one chance here for Simon to get back in this game. Simon's trying to make Burrow, trying to make Infestors. I love the tech choice. It's just you're doing it and you're like limping along with one leg literally blown off at the knee. And your opponent's walking around on steroids, benching 3 other humans at a time, fucking taking vitamins and shit. Thankfully, still on 2 gateways, is going Second Forge Templar Archives. It's happening, guys. The dream is alive for Simon. Snooze is so aroused by the number of workers he's slaughtered. Yes, he's a sick fuck Protoss Oracle Adept player who literally gets aroused from murdering defenseless workers. He still hasn't added gateways. It's 7 minutes. If he just never adds those gateways, there's a window here where Simon can slowly limp back into this game. Still doesn't have Spore Crawlers on the 3rd, by the way. Who needs that? Spores are for losers, I guess. As I say that, the Oracles come in, and once again, gigantic Protoss Snooze boner achieved as these Oracles murder a bunch of defenseless workers. That Queen's like, oh, can you guys please leave? The Oracle's like, no, we'll fucking murder you, dude. A Fungal comes down, hits one Oracle, which achieves damaging it slightly. So we get to see the immense power of Infestors, which have now shown and revealed themselves. Simon has a 4th hatch on the way, but is literally so fucking dead, it's not even funny. He's like, oh, it's just a flesh wound. I got 8 roaches and 2 Infestors and some slow Zerglings. Snooze is like, lol, making a 4th, plasma shields, attack upgrades, charge. I'm building a random void right now. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Guys, could have had 10 gateways up 2 minutes ago. Snooze is now going for a 5th base, still has no fucking production. If there is one way you can just get a bit too excited, this is it. Snooze, you got to actually build units at some point. Snooze is like, it's fine, I got 2 gateways, a Robo and a Stargate. What more could I need when I'm on 5 bases? Finally realizing, and builds just 1 Robo and 2 gateways. The Infestors, by the way, continuing to waste energy to damage the Oracles. Oh, please fucking... Oh my god. Oh, loses 2 Infestors for 2 Oracles and all their energy's gone. Oh, Simon, I feel for you, dude. Snooze is just dropping trow and thwonking you with that big old Protoss Oracle schlong right now. I feel sorry for you, man. I'm happy you sent this replay, and I'm sure you're gonna get some cool spells off. But your actual... I mean, there's no way you win this game. If you win this game, Snooze needs to fucking join the New York Yankees or some shit for a $20 million contract. Like, we need some... I don't know what good baseball teams are. Nobody follows baseball outside of America, guys. But that's, you know, like the Yankees, they haven't been good since 1946, pig. Fuck. You mean the fucking Nebraska Antelope team or something? Like, oh, sorry, guys, I don't follow your sport. That's actually worse than cricket, and everybody knows this. Meanwhile, guys, so we got 5 bases, double forge, double robo, Stargate, building oracles. Why are you building oracles? And why are you on 4 gateways? Snooze also, 2k minerals, supply blocked, decides to focus on attacking, does build some pylons, no warp prism, no reinforce. I don't think you can lose though, right? The oracles are diving, more infestors. Oh my god. This army has no upgrades. Oh my god, almost loses another full energy infestor. Comes forward, steals the void ray and instantly gets killed. Oh, Simon. This is so sad. If I wanted to watch a slow-mo of a Zerg player having someone's balls placed on their face, I would have put that as the challenge. Jesus Christ, Simon. God. I would have put out a warning saying, Zerg players, don't watch this game if you don't want to watch a Zerg getting absolutely fucking teabagged. Finally, some Burrow Neural comes down, steals an Immortal. The Roach is coming forward. 0 reinforce for the last 5 minutes. Snooze is going to turn and fight. More High Templar just walking into the fight and getting themselves killed. You know what? It's enough Roaches. Simon is going to clear the army. Is still down 60 workers, but has double the army supply somehow. Is like, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Stole your Immortals. Haha. It's fine because Snooze has 5,000 minerals. So all you need to do is rebuild off your 4 gateways. 4. 105 probes. Build some fucking gateways, Snooze, you fucking... Why are you making oracles? Stop focusing on oracles and make an army. Oh, my God. Just like, oh. Simon's like, pretty sure I'm dead in this game, but I guess I'll try. Why are there no units here? He's like, it's fine. I'm bringing 1 oracle, which I'm going to click on your infestors again, because that seems to be the only thing I'm capable of doing in these fights. The oracle does a rev. Nice revelation. The Archons, 3 Archons, 2 Immortals come forward, still has not built any extra gateways. Turns on, I told you! Rather than building gateways, turns on the laser, clicks on an infestor, and is like, yeah! Can we please go to Snooze's camera, guys? Like, what is the focus here? All the production's on 1 hotkey, by the way. Let's check the army hotkeys. Oh my god, 2 different army control groups? But doesn't know how to build gateways. Okay, we've got 34 probes on 1 mineral line. Nothing there. Is going to go build more Nexi, because that seems to be important. Does accidentally scout the infestation pit. Still just 4 gateways, oracles, immortals, and archons. Is this Alpha Star? Did Alpha Star break? What are we doing here, Snooze? What is this? Still no... I mean, the oracle detection is good for dealing with the infestors, but you really want to make sure you have enough storm. So what we saw from Snooze was, this is a particularly specific thing a lot of Protoss players, even at top level, do. They go into a fight, their High Templar walk in and all get killed, and they go, oh, I guess Storm's not that good, and they stop making High Templar for the rest of the game. There is only 1 High Templar, just made 4 more, but they don't have any energy. A big Storm lands on the army. The High Templar does get sniped, though. And Neural. Why are these infestors not burrowed? Whoa, tentacle into the brain there, stealing a bunch of the Archons and Immortals. Oh my god, they're actually doing some sick damage right now. I love that it's only Immortals Archons building. These are the units that Neural is so good against because they're relatively short range. The infestors, get the fuck out of there, dude. Simon does still end up losing the fight. Somehow is only down 2,000 resources lost despite losing so many workers in the early game and never having a good economy. Simon's fighting with like barely upgraded Hydras and shit. The Immortal Archon's on 2-1 upgrade, soon to be 3-2. 2 of course being the plasma shields, not the regular armor upgrade. Simon's like, I'm fighting, man. We're trying to make it work. You can neural from underground, so I'd love to see these infestors just permanently burrowed. Another infestation pit's building since the other one got sniped. Snooze here. I just like, I build more probes. Okay, so I think this guy basically popped mushrooms. Snooze is like Masters 1, I'm gonna say. It's like Masters 1 Protoss, just ate some fucking mushrooms, and then asked the Platinum teammate to play a game, right? No offense to Simon, I don't know what you guys' leagues are, but it just feels like Snooze right now is high as fuck, and he's just like, oh, oh no, those were really good storms. Oh, I mean, a couple of neurals go down. Tentacle to the brain. But there's just too many Immortals, man. Their upgrades are so much better as well. I think this might finally be it. Snooze may actually be done playing with his food at this point. Simon has really fought hard to get those infestors out. And, you know, it actually would have worked perfectly against Snooze's composition. just never quite had enough units to buffer. Never quite had the dominating fight where you had a lot of infestors launch their neurals, win a fight, keep the infestors alive, and regenerate more energy. Snooze is like, I better recall when I have 8,000 minerals and still only have 4 gateways. And what do you bet? Another oracle queues up. What do you bet the focus here is like, I need another oracle right now. That seems important. Did it actually add 4 gateways? Where? Oh, 4 gateways. He's up to 8 gateways on over 100 probes. Seems important. Somehow has decided to stop building oracles, which is nice. Meanwhile, Simon limping around this map. Hopefully Simon doesn't realize that there is like, I mean, hopefully Simon does realize that there's no chance in this game. Because I tell you guys, I've lost games like this where I'm like, I keep kind of winning fights. Like, maybe I have a chance. You watch the replay and you realize your opponent has literally been fighting with an inflated bladder. Like a fucking medieval jester, rather than using his goddamn gigantic 2-handed sword the entire time. You're like, wait, I thought you were... Oh, you're fighting your heart out. You realize the guy's literally got his jester hat on and he's slapping you with a bladder. And I'm like, snooze you high fuck. Why are you making 200 probes? What are you doing? You piece of shit, man. You piece of shit. Meanwhile, Simon is just like, all right, we're gonna fight back. I'm just gonna keep building infestors. And you know what? If he keeps just building Immortal Archon, maybe I can get up a big enough army. I can have one fight where, because my opponent has no production, he can't reproduce. I steal all the Archons and Immortals. I cleanse the Protoss army. I just need to wait till I'm maxed. And Simon, unfortunately, moved commands into the Protoss army off creep. You need to run, Simon. You need to, like, just sit back till you're maxed. One maxed Roach Hydra Infestor army with good... Oh, that's a good fungal. Another one goes down. Actually, that's kind of a good start to the fight. The Infestor's derping forward a little bit, though, unfortunately. Simon's trying to micro his hard. It's actually doing a really good job for someone who's not using any control groups. The Infestors are actually pulling back after the start of the fight really quite well. The problem is there's just not enough energy, and this Protoss army is on 3-2 upgrades versus just +1. Add the fact that they're Protoss units. I mean, the Fungals are actually working really well. The Immortals aren't really in the start of the fight. All the Zealots are gone. But oh my god, those Immortals, dude. They just do so much damage. Ooh, Stormy? No, doesn't quite have Stormy energy. The Roach Hydra, I don't think chasing this down is the right idea. I think as Simon, you just got to sit back, build that army, build that Infestor count. Unfortunately, each one of these skirmishes, the Infestors lose their energy. But you know what? 60 drones, getting closer to max. The dream is alive. This Protoss player is drunk. He's on 127 probes, and he's not massing cannons and batteries. So the thing is, you can do this and win. You just need to build like 100 cannons, 100 shield batteries. So if you lose a fight, you can actually have time to use that money to remax, right? The problem for Snooze is you've only got a 65 army supply. You're attacking in the worst possible angle with no splash damage. And even though you've got a shitload of money, you've got fudge all production. Bit of a bad angle for Simon, though. Those Immortals, man. Oh my god. I mean, Simon trying to get on top of this army. The Fungal, a bit awkwardly placed at the back. Barely gonna clear this army. Problem is, that's the sort of fight that favors Snooze. Not enough units to counterattack. Simon, of course, out of money, taken further away from max supply. And this gives plenty of time for Snooze to just remax off the unlimited amount of money in this game. So the only way Snooze can get killed this game is literally through the greed being so greedy. Even more probes are building. Like, the only way this works is if Snooze keeps gambling on these terrible credit rating probe Nexus expansions. You know, right now, we are hitting the point where there could be a Nexus housing crisis, right? Every one of these probes has like 3 mineral mortgages right now. And it is honestly only the just completely unmitigated greed of Snooze that is giving any hope for Simon. It is like, if you get to the point where you build 150 probes, you have no army supply, and you just take so many workers, but then you can never spend your money. Like, you don't build your cannons and batteries. You're not getting any insurance on any of these loans. You're basically giving them to people who can't even afford them. Like, there's no reason for each probe to have so many nexi and each nexus to have so many probes. Like, there is just a weird critical mass of unnecessary economy here. The Archons and Immortals come forward. That is a maxed out army from Snooze, which comprises of 4 Zealots, 4 Archons, and 2 Immortals, because he's got 140 supply in probes right now. So Snooze here really is just, I'm pretty sure, seeing kaleidoscopes of colors staring at this game 100% high as cuck, and just kind of massing money. 13k minerals, 3k gas. We truly are watching someone teabag their clanmate at this point. I want to see Simon win. I want to see Simon strike back. But unfortunately, these infestors not on a separate control group, even though I said they were pulled back, they are pulled back sometimes. But overall, it's like, it's just the fact that they're headbutting in the first place. Any infestor that dies cannot be afforded. I think with that, Simon might throw in the towel. There's a Phoenix building right now. Why the fuck are you building a Phoenix? Jesus, this is disgusting to watch. It's 3-2-1 upgrades, soon to be 3-3-1. Oh my god. What are we watching? This is +1 Roach Hydra versus Immortal Archon Zealot, where the Protoss has literally 20,000 more resources in the bank. If they started the game in this situation and they had the choice of either allying or going to war with their opponent, Simon is literally a fucking island nation of 2,000 people that has declared war in the United States of Snooze. Snooze has got fucking 16 aircraft carriers, thousands of fucking jets and bombers and tanks and fucking first world military. And Simon's like, I got 8 dudes with pointy sticks. And you're like, what? Why are you going to war with them? They're like, we got a chance. Snooze, please send me a message. Let me know what sort of hallucinogenics, psychedelics you were on during this game and what you were possibly doing. Also tell me if you had one hand down your pants while you were playing, because it looked like you were getting some sort of sick pleasure from slowly bleeding your Zerg opponent to death. Shout out to Simon for a really cool start. Hide the infestation. Try to get the neural out and steal all the Protoss units. I think the one thing we all must remember is that no matter how cheeky our style, we must always get an economy up to make it work. And that did not quite happen. I would have loved to see Burrowed Infestors sneak into the mineral lines and do some shit, but they didn't quite do it. Everyone says, look up the Moomin Mummin. All right, guys, we're Googling the fudge a Mummin is. So some people are calling it Mummin, some are calling it Moomin. This is Moomins. The Moomins are the central characters in a series of books and a comic strip by Swedish-speaking Finnish illustrator Tove Jansson. Originally published in Swedish by Schiltz in Finland, they are a family of white, round fairy tale characters. White, that's a little racist. Large snouts that make them resemble hippopotamuses. Okay, let's look at some images of this. It's a Moomin. Wait, they have a brand of coffee? Moomin coffee? Okay, Moomer. Because it's old. It's boomer, but Moomer. I like the tails, actually. That tail looks kind of cool. Kind of like a hand, kind of like a flower. You guys let me know, can they do things with their tail? Do they like sneakily like grab stuff with their tail? Do they do things with it? So apparently this is a very famous cartoon, and one of these characters was called Snooze Moomin or some shit. What was that? You guys said it was one of the characters? Is it this one? Snooze Moomricken or something? I think it was this. I think it was this dude. Is this thing? So this is the guy that was in that, yeah? Oh, and he smokes a pipe because he's the snooze. He's the snooze Moomricken. So that's the guy we just saw. Yeah, he's definitely eating like this. Look, he's eating mushrooms and playing his harmonica down by the river. He's chilling out with hippopotamus creatures in a magical realm. Absolutely, that dude was on mushrooms for sure. He was fucking out of his mind playing that game. GG, well played. Thank you, super high cartoon character Protoss. Thank you, Simon, for going for that strategy. Tell us in chat, what's the MMR difference? You guys are clanmates. Next time you'll try and not lose 30 workers in the first 5 minutes. It's always hard when you're first learning a build like that, but yeah. After the game, you told him he should have made 20 extra gates. Because was he actually... Because, like, I mean, he looked like he was, his macro was off the chain. And his micro was not bad either. I felt like he was a league higher than you, right? Simmons in chat. He's Diamond 3, you're Diamond 2. Protoss. Just Protoss things. So that guy, because he actually kept building probes and expanding way faster than I'd expect from anyone who's not fucking around. Apparently that guy was lower league than you. You were just way behind all game. Fair enough. I mean, he did literally win in the silliest way possible. Fair enough. Cool, cool. GG, thank you very much for that replay, Simon. GG's. Oh shit, I totally forgot. I was meant to talk about it today, and I forgot. But oh well. we're just going to talk about we're trialing doing less ads on YouTube over the next month or two, guys, and seeing if we do get a slight uptake in length of people watching videos and stuff. So these ICYFAR games and all the other games on the YouTube, we're doing a lot more games with just less ad breaks on YouTube. I know a lot of you are ad blocking people who don't even whitelist my YouTube anyway because you're evil. But no, it doesn't matter for that many people. So what do we call? Well, yeah, what do we call in that game, guys? What do we call that? Which Moomin character am I? I'm one of those hippopotamus mother truckers, man.